love the cold weather. I was raised in Iowa. I love the cold. Like I've been saying, on my birthday, I was there for August 1st, and it was 50 degrees in Belfast, and I was rejoiced because it was 100 degrees at home, and I do not want to be at 100 degrees. So I embrace the cold. Like when we shot a lot of stuff in Malta too, I just don't like the heat. I'd rather be cold in leather pants than sweating in leather pants. You know what I mean? Yeah, raping a young little English actress. It's her first time. That was actually a horrible experience, but yeah, not a rapist. Not really fun. Doesn't do it for me. But for Drogo, it was because me and Amelia are very close, and it was actually funny because we're doing our love scenes. It's actually we're trying not to giggle, but for the obviously for the rape scene, it was hard not to because you're hurting your friend, and that someone crying while you're doing that doesn't not normally how I'd like to do it. You know what I mean? And in having to research the role, and then when I got it, learning Dothraki was daunting. It was challenging. It's a language it's a made-up language that it's like German Arabic, and but when you watch it in the first two episodes, you don't really get a sense of it too much because obviously the only English I say is like no 4 times, but when you get into like episode 4, 5, 6, and 7, it's like it picks up and it's a beautiful language that really sinks into the character and makes it special. And it's neat that the writers and HBO subtitled it because it just honors what's in the books, and it's I think the fans will be really stoked with that. Yeah, it's cultivating now. I don't know. It's a good place to be. I really like playing both characters. I find them completely different, but obviously they're kind of barbaric and savage in their from the civilized people that they're with. But I really love those two characters. Are so much fun to play. It's neat playing Conan because he's not the superhero. And people think of him as a hero, but he's not. He's he does heroic things in a time of need. But he's he's self-interested. He fights, he fucks, he eats, and he's just he's earthy. He's not saving the damsel in distress and just giving her a peck on the cheek. He's not like Spider-Man or a superhero. He's lopping off heads. It's fun. It's action adventure. You know what? I've never seen. Not to disrespect Arnold at all, but I was 2 years old when it came out, and I was raised by a single mother. We weren't watching orgies and war battles, so. And I never went and watched it afterwards, but I fell in love with Robert E. Howard stories, and there's such a plentiful amount of stories that he has. So if we're not remaking Arnold's thing, we're actually just they're rediscovering it, they're redoing it in the sense of the many stories that they have to tell with a new spin on it. So it's nothing to discredit Arnold, but we're not even remotely going that way. It's trying to stay true to Robert E. Howard in a sense, and also like. When I see his stuff, because both my parents are painters, it's seeing Frank Frazetta's paintings. When you look at those paintings, I mean, that's who Conan is, man.